Now from the north of the Allegheny River, there's a beautiful look at PNC Park in Pittsburgh. Tonight it's the first of 4 between the San Francisco Giants and the Pittsburgh Pirates. These two should provide some big-time fireworks. First pitch is coming up. Garrett Cole will be on the mound for the series opener. Eric, any thoughts?
Well, guys, good thing for him that he's pitching at home. ERA has been great when he's toiling in his own ballpark.
Denard Span heads for the batter's box, and we are just about ready for some evening baseball.
Center fielder, Denard Span.
Now the first pitch of the night is looked at for ball 1 as we get underway right at 7:05 on the nose. Eric, we look at this Pirate ball club as they enter play here tonight. Well, they've been on a pretty good roll of late. Winners of 7 of their last 8 ball games.
And something's going to have to give here in game 1 because both of these teams come in riding winning streaks. They've played some of their best baseball this season, so this is set up to be an exciting series.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
That's going to even up the count at 2-2. Oh, and a nice changeup that time gets him to swing right through it as the leadoff man is down on strikes to open up the ball game. And here's how the visiting San Francisco Giants line up in this one. Steve, what's the key for him against one of the best starters in the game?
Well, all they have to do is keep doing what they're doing. This team has a very high average, continuing to hit well as a team, and they'll continue to win games.
Hunter Pence will stand in, and as you take a look at the splits there, he's actually a better hitter against right-handed pitching this season. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Quite a matchup here. You've got one of the front runners for the Cy Young matching up against one of the front runners for the MVP.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. And another foul ball. First inning as we're just underway from Pittsburgh. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. And Pence swings and misses there for strike 3, and he's out number 2. And with a quick breather here, let's give you a look at how the Pirates align defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, this manager loves to do the defensive shifts, so we're going to see a lot of odd formations as the game goes along. I can't wait to see how it works.
Buster Posey gets his first opportunity now in the top of the first with nobody on. First pitch is a changeup for a called strike. You got to figure that that man right there would be more than happy to see this guy at the plate taking his swings with 2 out and nobody on all night long.
So would the guy on the mound.
And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Balls and strikes belong to Mr. Jerry Hillsdale.
Yeah, Jerry seems to call a really good game back there, Matt. It's pretty rare that you see anyone too overly displeased with his zone.
Hit hard to short. Taken in by Mercer. Throw on to Mauer will be in time, and that retires the side. Giants are down 1-2-3. Now the Pirates will get their first opportunity. No score. Madison Bumgarner gets the start for San Francisco in this one. EK, what's the word on him?
Well, if we take a look here, left-handed hitters are hitting less than .250 against him. He's really been able to dominate them.
Josh Harrison comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Pirates, second baseman, Josh Harrison.
First pitch curveball runs in a bit too tight. It's ball one. EK, you look at the Giants as they begin play here tonight. They've been in a nice little groove, winning 3 of their last 4 games.
And something's going to have to give here in game one because both of these teams come in riding winning streaks. They've played some of their best baseball this season, so this is set up to be an exciting series.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Gunned has a beat on it. 1 away. And here's how Clint Hurdle set his Pirates lineup for this one. Who do you have your eye on, EK?
Well, Matty, Joe Mauer is still a guy you have to be careful with. He comes into this one as Mr. Clutch in this lineup, carrying a batting average with runners in scoring position over 350. That's pretty reliable, so he could definitely be an impact player in this game.
Bumgarner into his motion. First pitch on its way. And that's in there for strike one.
That first pitch is going to be key all night long. If he gets ahead early with the fastball, that's when he can get tough to figure out, especially with the arsenal that he has.
Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Polanco around first, heading for second now. And he'll cruise into the bag at second with a 1-out double.
Oh, my goodness, this guy is really starting to heat up now. That's 8 straight games with a base hit. He's been fun to watch.
Andrew McCutchen will stand in here. Currently 6th in the National League in RBIs, but with a good chance to pad that total here.
Yeah, and you guys know he's definitely been one of the best run producers in the sport over the last several weeks. I'm sure his guys are hoping that he can keep it up all the way into the fall.
And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. And a breaking ball falls in there for a strike. It's 1-1. Well, you figure that curveball is going to be an important pitch for him going forward.
Yeah, I think it might even tell the story of how well he fares here tonight because he's going to need to mix his speeds against a lineup like this. But once they start sitting on pitches, it could be trouble.
1-2 as the changeup had him out in front there. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone now. With a moment now, let's take a look at the defense for the San Francisco Giants. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, one of the most entertaining players to watch in the outfield we'll have an opportunity to see in this one. Hunter Hence. He doesn't always look smooth, kind of gangly, sometimes even awkward, but he gets the job done and comes up with some fantastic plays.
He's set. Here it comes. Starling Marte is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1.
Tonight, borderline calls, you got to be swinging.
And he falls behind 0-2. Has to be thinking strikeout here. This is line to left. Gunned is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Second inning coming up from PNC Park with no score. Brandon Belt will get his first shot at it here, and he's got to be hoping to turn things around because you see the numbers over the last 5 games. Not much going on there at all.
Belt.
Second inning starts with a fastball that misses. It's 1-0.
Boy, I don't know that I'd want to be facing this guy right now. He looks pretty fired up out there.
Yeah, he looks like he could run that fastball through a brick wall.
Cole into the windup. 1-0 on its way. That evens it up 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Yeah, and when that pitch starts off outside, it's much easier to get a better view of it and then just lay off.
The 2-1 pitch is a slider taken for a called strike 2. High strikes, probably not on the docket for places he wants to be.
Yeah, I mean, it's no secret. You've got to keep the ball down against a team like this. If you go up every once in a while with a fastball, you'll be fine, but you're not going to last too long if you make a habit of working up there with your secondary pitches.
Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Hit hard down the line toward the coaching box. It's a foul ball. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. And with that, we give you a look here at what's happening in the race in the National League Central.
Joe Panic.
Joe Panic will get his first opportunity here, and as you can see, he's got that average up over the 290 mark to begin play.
Well, he's been hitting really well over his last 10 games or so, and he's someone to watch out for in this one.
Hit out towards second. Harrison has it on to first, and there are 2 down.
Batting sixth, third baseman, number 5, Matt Duffy.
Matt Duffy will stand in, and as you can see the numbers away from home, he's been much better once he gets out on the road. First offering on its way. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1. In for a strike. It's 1-1.
The fastball looks awfully sharp here early on. Sound sharp, too.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Oh, and he misses it. Around first, heading for second now. He's around second now as they're still searching for it out there. And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed.
Well, I'm not sure if this will wind up being a triple. It really should be a three-base error. I mean, here it is. He was there in plenty of time. He just winds up with a handful of air. And they are going to hit him with an E. It's well-deserved.
Stepping in now, Bernie Thund, pulled high in the air out to right field. Polanco moves over, he makes the play, and that'll end the inning. One left for San Francisco. We'll go to the bottom of the second, no score. Joe Mauer will stand in, and he's been a tough out these past couple of weeks as you see the average there over the course of the last 9 ball games. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. And this one misses again to Mauer. 2-0 now.
Well, one of the real strengths of his game is that he's not going to go after a whole lot of bad pitches out of the strike zone. So he's a guy that's going to make you earn it by only swinging at strikes.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. 3-0 now.
He's definitely looking fastball there. And, you know, he got one, but good recognition not to go up and chase it.
And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1. In the air now out to left field. Moving under it, Gund. He's got it one away.
Batting 6.
Dangerous count right there. 3-1. Dangerous pitch, too. He comes with the fastball, but he's going to live to tell about it as he gets him to loft an easy fly ball.
Here's David Freese to stand in. As he'll take a look at ball 1. Comes into this one at 271. 4 home runs and 19 driven in. And a high strike there. It's 1-1. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
And that changeup's not really a pitch you can sit on with 2 strikes. Because if he gives you that fastball, you'll be an hour late on it. That's a great job of not showing that pitch until he was ready to punch him out.
Francisco Cervelli will stand in now, and his batting average currently good for 7th in the National League.
Well, right now he's in the prime of his career, so these are the years you'd really expect to see the best of what a guy's going to have to offer.
And the slider is low and inside as he just about got him there.
And that's a pitch you have to lay off right there. That tight slider busting down and out of the zone, all that can do is tie you up.
And he looks at a changeup in there, 1-1.
And after you move a guy off the plate and you know he's all worked up, that's a perfect time to drop a curveball or a changeup on him. Great pitch call right there.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Now a ball popped up, but room and foul ground for the catcher Posey. And he will indeed make the play in foul territory to retire the side. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. We're back with more on this Monday night after this. Number 6 will dig in now. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest.
Number 6.
And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. You like what you've seen from this guy so far?
I do. I like where he's putting the fastball, and I like the movement he's been getting on both his curveball and changeup. I think he'll do well.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. And he'll take the fastball here inside off the plate. It's 1-2.
Maybe a good opportunity here to show him a changeup, give him a different look.
And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Wow, a real sharp break to this thing. It's a slider, and he starts it out over the middle of the plate. Now the hitter thinks he's got something that he can handle, and then this thing just makes a beeline right for his hands. That is a tough pitch.
Into the box now, Madison Bumgarner. As he will take strike 1 on the fastball here, no balls and a strike. Off the plate and in, it's a ball and a strike. Giants are still searching for their first hit of the ball game. On the ground near home, Cervelli scoops it up. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Yeah, and you know, that's a nice play back there behind the plate. For a big guy, look how quickly he springs to his feet, gets rid of that mask, and then he finds the ball here to make the throw to first to get his man.
Here's the center fielder, Denard Span. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Third inning, no score to this point. Who pulled the string and had him way out in front, a ball and a strike. Cole's ready, 1-1 on its way. Fastball not close, and he runs it to 2 balls and a strike. All away here to start the at-bat.
And that's fine, but you can't be afraid to work inside. You can jam this guy, get him to roll over something. You don't have to strike him out.
Right side hit hard. Gloved by Harrison. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Giants down in order. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Jordy Mercer digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
The shortstop, Jordy Mercer.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
And you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
High in the air out towards shallow right. Moving over is Pence, and he's got it 1 away.
Batting ninth, pitcher, Garrett Cole.
Settling in now, Garrett Cole. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch coming. Here it is. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Line to the right side. And a leaping effort, but it's off his glove. And he will recover in time to get it over to first. Nicely done there as they record the second out.
And, you know, sometimes these guys make it look so easy, we forget how difficult it is to make a play like that. Not only did he barehand this ball, but he also made a sweet throw on the run over to first base. So often you'll see a guy airmail or short hop a throw like that because of the bad grip you have on the ball. But not in this case. That's a nice play.
Josh Harrison will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
Starts him out with a changeup for a strike.
He's getting a lot of outs right now because he's attacking the hitters. He's not dancing around the zone.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Hot shot on the ground to short. Reined in. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Hunter Pence will start things out when we come back. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. And there is Hunter Pence. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game.
Number 8, Hunter Pence.
Into the seats, 0-1. And no offer that time from Pence as it evens the count at 1-1. Not much to shout about for either team here as we start the 4th inning, 0-0.
Yeah, I think we kind of knew that pitching might take the upper hand here. Maybe not to this extent, but both guys have really thrown the ball well.
Trying to strike him out for the second time. Chop foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
And he's having a rough go of it so far. His second strikeout of the ball game. You can see him gesturing that he thinks that pitch was outside, but you know, I think once he gets a look at it in the clubhouse, he'll probably change his tune.
Buster Posey stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. And this is low, ball 1. Drilled on the ground to short. Mercer is there. Throw on to first, 2 gone. And so after getting the ground ball with the fastball on that last pitch, that'll segue perfectly to our pitch speed comparison for these two starters. And these two guys have both displayed their power arms so far with top speeds at 94 and 97 respectively. Brandon Belt digs in with his team still looking at a 0 in the hit column.
Yeah, they just haven't been able to figure it out yet, but it's still early. We're seeing some pretty good pitching so far in this game.
And he lays off there, 1-0. On the ground and right at the shifted infielders. Oh, and he overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head.
Pretty dangerous here for a first baseman. This throws high and it's to the home plate side of the bag. So when he leaves his feet, he's really exposing himself to that runner coming down the line. The overthrow, that was bad enough, but a collision there would have really been bad news.
Here's Joe Panik. as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball one. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2.
And you know, sometimes when you're thinking fastball, you try to get moving just a little bit early. And that's a good job of recognizing off speed and then holding back on the swing.
That one's more like it, he says. Back to 2-1 now.
Yeah, you know, he probably got the fastball he was looking for, but on 2-0, you can look for one pitch in one spot. And if it's not in that spot, you take it.
Cole sets. Here's the 2-1. Wanted to go after the slider, but he holds off. 3-1.
Well, I think it's time to attack now because these guys haven't been in too many good hitters' counts. This is where you need to pounce.
Giants are still searching for their first hit of the ball game. Swing and a liner. Foul. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. That's lifted the other way out to left. Marte is under it, and that ends the inning. Giants leave one. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Gregory Polanco will start out the inning here for the Pirates, to be followed by Andrew McCutchen waiting on deck.
And you know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact and he can run.
Watches a fastball right there for strike 1.
Real good lateral movement on that two-seam fastball. That pitch is money for him when it's moving like that. So just keep on throwing it.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Ready on 1-2. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
And you just get the sense that he's got it on cruise control out there now. Make it 9 in a row he's set down.
Andrew McCutchen in now. He went down looking at his first trip to the plate.
Well, you know, it never feels good to go down on strikes, especially looking. You wouldn't be surprised to see him be a little more aggressive in this at-bat.
And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. No runs, just 1 hit, and 2 errors on the Pirate ledger so far. Now a bullet down the line. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances.
And he'd been on a pretty good roll until that base hit right there. He'd set down 9 in a row. So now he's going to have to remember what it's like to work out of the stretch.
Starling Marte stands in for the second time. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he put a good swing on it last time, so we'll see if he can make one fall here.
Here's a slider that's inside, 1-0.
And here you've got good speed on base and at the plate. So on a ground ball, it's not a foregone conclusion you're going to get an out anywhere.
Here comes the 1-0. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. Runner at first here, 1 man out. To first. Oh, and forget the double play. It's under his glove. Oh, and he's not going to make it to third as he's gunned down by the right fielder, and that's a tough second out. Stepping in, Joe Mauer. He flew out in his last at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike one.
Well, this guy has thrown a first pitch strike to about 50% of the batters he's faced. He's pitching well, but those numbers could be pumped up a little bit.
Hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Back goes Pence, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. Around third is Marte heading home. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score. And you see on the graphic right there that his hitting streak will indeed live on as he just continues to hit the ball well.
Can you imagine waking up every morning, coming to the ballpark, knowing that you're going to get a base hit like he's feeling it right now?
Here's David Freese to stand in. And opposite field as he lines this down the line in right. And that's a fair ball heading out toward the 320 sign in right. The run scores from second. It's a 2-0 ball game. And now time is called here as their pitching coach is going to pay a quick visit to the mound to discuss how they want to attack things here. Francisco Cervelli steps in to try and keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single.
And that's a nice job right there to drive in the run by the last guy, and it can definitely fire up a team when someone comes through big time with 2 outs.
Lays off 1-0. Would you say he's not really finishing his pitches at this point?
That's a good way to put it. It looks like he's aiming a little too much, and that's not working for him.
Low and away as he misses again, 2-0. A strike, and it's 2-1.
Yeah, you don't see 2-0 changeups too often, but if you know a good hitter is going to be sitting fastball, don't give him what he wants.
And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball.
And this is a guy that needs to throw that curveball for strikes.
Yeah, when he doesn't have command on it, that's when he has to lean on his fastball. And sometimes that'll get him in trouble.
And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
Oh, and you know he wanted that one. Now the inning will continue, and the guy moves up into scoring position here.
Jordy Mercer gets a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 4th.
And a big 2-out at-bat right here. You know, it's still early in this game, but you don't want to have to look back on this as a major missed opportunity later on.
And a high strike there, 0-1.
And that's what he needed here with 2 outs. He couldn't afford to fall behind another guy here in the inning, so that's a good job to jump in that driver's seat with strike 1.
2 down, runners at first and second. Line drive to center field, and that's in there, base hit. Around third and being waved on home. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
And this is what you need if you're going to build a winning ball club. You've got to have those support guys down in the order, and he comes through with an important 2-out RBI.
Garrett Cole will step in now with 3 home in the inning and another 2 men out there on base.
This inning's really starting to unravel quickly from a defensive point of view. This is where you need a nice pop-up in a big way.
First pitch on its way. And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Three runs already home here. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. So they strike for 3 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left on. We played 4 full. Bucks out in front, 3-0. Matt Duffy heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
Cole has his target. First pitch on the way. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. The pitch count there. 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
And even though they've been out-hit by 5 so far, this is still just a 3-0 game. So they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Bernie Gund, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
You know, he's just flat out a better hitter from the left side. He's a switch hitter, but it's no secret this is his favorite side to hit from.
In there, strike one. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. Throw on to second, so they'll get the lead man, and that's all. An early look at the line score here tonight as we play the top of the 5th. And boy, just one lone hit for the visitors this evening as they've been taken to task by this starter. Number 6 will dig in. 0 for 1 in the ballgame. From the stretch. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. 0-1. Runners on first with 1 down. Runners going. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw might have been in time, but it's high, and it allows his man to dive in safely.
Boy, I'm not too sure if a good throw would have had him here or not. But you can see he doesn't get on top of his throw down, and it sails on him just a little bit. That's going to allow the runner to dive in safely with a stolen base.
Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
And he doesn't want to give in here, even on a 1-2 count. Not with the base open and the pitcher on deck.
A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd out.
Being a number 8 hitter in the National League is really one of the toughest positions a guy can be in. You know, you've got your pitcher behind you on deck, so guys don't feel like they need to challenge you. You've got to be very disciplined up there, and that time, he just wasn't.
Standing in now, Madison Bumgarner, as he swings and hits this one fouled off to the right and out of play. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors on the Giant ledger to this point. Pitch swung on and missed. The throw is not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw.
Normally, when you see a guy steal third base, it's because he got a nice walking lead, really got out there nice and far. But here, he had almost no lead whatsoever when he made his break. Very fortunate to get away with that one.
A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. 2 outs here with a runner at third. Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. Tries to get him to chase the curveball away, but it breaks outside. 2-2 now.
Ooh, there's a tough one to take right there on a 1-2 pitch, especially after fighting off so many pitches leading up to that one.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. Time for a quick break, then back to PNC Park after this. Josh Harrison will come in now to lead things off against our starter, who probably wishes he had a mulligan to use on that last inning.
Yeah, he was doing just fine up until the last time he took the mound. He's got to hope that that was just an aberration, or he might not stick around to see another inning.
And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And he's retired here, 1 away.
Well, that'll be a frustrating at-bat for him. Now, he's got to be thinking he let one get away there because, that's a pitch he should have been able to handle.
Here's Gregory Polanco. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
And he's tracking that all the way across the plate, but that had too much sweep to it for him to think of swinging.
And a slider gets away from him here as it just about got him in the ankle. Hit hard up the middle. And into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single. So make it 2 hits for him now on the night as this one finds its way into center. And as we check out our Pittsburgh Pirate leaderboard, you can see that he currently sits 2nd best on the team in that category.
Yeah, he's a big producer offensively for this ball club. Definitely one of the guys they depend on to make things happen.
Andrew McCutchen will stand in. A strikeout victim his first time, and then a base hit last time around. First pitch of the at-bat. And he gets ahead with the curveball. Strike 1. Looks like he employed the slide step on that last pitch.
Maybe you see a little cat and mouse game going between the pitcher and the runner right now. We'll see who wins this duel.
Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes.
1-1.
And low. It's a ball and a strike.
Guys, these hitters have had a good look at that slider so far, and they've been told, let that thing go and wait for something better out over the plate.
High and deep to left center field. Back goes Span at the track. But he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. Around third and being waved on home. And the run will score all the way from first. That makes it a 4-0 ball game.
Well, he gives this ball a pretty good ride. No shot to get this one as it's going to wind up hitting on the track and 1 hop in the wall out there. He's going to wind up pulling into second with an RBI double.
Here's Starling Marte. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one.
Feels like he's kind of relied a little too much on that fastball.
And it's gotten him into trouble. I think guys have just gone up there looking for it, and usually they wind up getting it.
The 0-1 delivery. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Span is under it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are two away.
Boy, that's the kind of play where you take your hat off and you wipe the sweat off your brow, even if it's cold outside. This guy's getting hammered right now, and he better figure out something quick.
Now in the box, Joe Mauer. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
And he takes ball one. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike. One and one, here it is. Goes the other way with it as this is in the air down the line and left. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Pirates get one on the Andrew McCutchen double. 5 innings complete. It's now 4-0 Pittsburgh. Denard Span will come in now to start things out here in their half of the 6th as they look for a reversal of fortunes here. The first 5 innings have not been particularly kind to them.
Yeah, and I think that's putting it mildly. Just one hit in these first 5 innings. They're going to need to do a better job of finding good pitches to hit. But that fella on the mound has not made it easy on him, and that's for sure.
Cole gets the sign. Here it comes on 1-0. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game.
And all through this winning streak of theirs, we've seen some great starting pitching, and this has been another very good performance. Good enough to most likely keep that winning streak going.
Hunter Pence will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ballgame so far. Into the windup and the pitch. In there, and it's 0-1.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
1 out, nobody on. Lifted in the air to center. After it is McCutchen. And that's the 2nd out of the inning.
And a lot of times you might say, 4-run lead, we'll make that up. But I tell you, the way he's throwing the ball right now, they might be fortunate just to get 1 run off him.
Buster Posey will stride forward now. He's bounced out a couple of times already here in the ball game.
Just a little off on his earlier swings, guys. You've got to keep that top hand palm up through contact to keep him rolling over.
He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2.
On 0-2, if that's a curveball, a changeup, a sinker, then maybe you get a guy to chase. But it's much easier to lay off a pitch down there when it's a straight fastball.
Chop foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Giants are down 1-2-3. They trail here 4-0. Sergio Romo will come on now as he'll start out the bottom of the 6th.
Number 54, Sergio Romo.
David Freese will make his way in as he leads things off here in the Pirates' half of the 6th.
David Freese.
And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. And, ooh, looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside, 1-1.
Yeah, there's a good one right there, right over the top. And just fire that thing in there.
One and one, here it comes. Ooh, jumped the gun a bit on that swing, and he's down 1-2. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
Well, it's really not too hard to figure out what the game plan is on a guy like this. You cannot give him anything up around the belt that he can drive. So you're going to see that all 4 pitches are either mid-thigh or below, and that's right about where you're going to want to be pitching against a guy like this.
Into the box, Francisco Cervelli, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. The 0-1 pitch. Liner toward right center. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out.
The minute he hits that, he's thinking it's a base hit all the way, but this is one of those situations where you get penalized for hitting the ball too hard. And this stayed up long enough to find the outfielder's glove out there.
Here's Jordy Mercer now, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike.
Oh, and you wonder if maybe he decided beforehand just to take a pitch up there first. Too bad for him, because that thing was right down Broadway.
Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Scooped up. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Pirates. They lead it 4-0. Back here in Pittsburgh, it's on to the 7th inning with the Pirates leading in this one, but before the inning gets underway, let's check out the game summary to this point. Leading off the inning, Brandon Belt, and they'll need him to get something going here.
And so far in this one, they're still getting shut out, so this leadoff at bat could be huge if he can just get on base, because they've been held in check all game.
And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. Fastball at 96 on the radar gun, and it's 1-1.
Here's a guy that understands. It's all about getting on base at this point, so good idea there just to wait for strike 1.
Here's the 1-1 delivery. Way outside, nearly to the backstop, 2-1.
But one thing we've seen from this guy on the mound so far, when he makes bad pitches, they typically miss out of the strike zone. They don't miss in the zone where they can be crushed.
Fastball is looked at for strike 2.
And that has been the comfort zone so far in this outing. He's just lived on that outside corner, and it's paid big dividends for him.
This one's flared out toward left. Marte over to his right, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders.
Yeah, and you can find him one spot off the top. Second in the National League right now. And when you're pitching as well as he is, the scoreless innings just seem to stack up. He's got another good outing going here.
Out in front of it, strike 1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
That's a pitch right there that you have to stay on top of, or else it's just going to get away from you.
Bases are empty, one man out. Hit hard back up the middle, and that is through into center field for a one-out single.
Yeah, and guys, there's a look at his line through the first few innings. Pretty dominant so far. Just the second hit he's allowed tonight, and the first one didn't wind up hurting him at all. So we'll see if he can get out of this inning as well.
Digging in, Matt Duffy. He singled his last time up.
Well, and everyone knows he's slumping right now, so we'll see if that got him going.
Here's the first pitch to him. And they'll start him with a fastball that misses down and away for a ball. 1-0. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Runner at first here, one man out. Not close. It's 2-0.
2 times here they've gone away. Both pretty easy takes. And as a hitter, now I'm thinking it might be time they try to bust something inside.
Strike called, 2-1.
Yeah, he's definitely still bringing it. It's the 7th inning, and we're still hearing the catcher's mitt snapping all the way up here.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. All even now, 2-2. And the slider bounces, and that'll get on by. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
And with 2 strikes, this is the risk that you run trying to get a guy to fish for something. No doubt that was the idea, but it's going to wind up costing him.
Now it looks like a right-hander's up and throwing in the Pittsburgh bullpen. And that misses, ball 4. So with 1 out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning.
Well, now the further he goes in this one, the less precise he's going to be with his location. You can see it up on the screen. He's up over 90 pitches here, so he's starting to get tired and running out of gas out there.
Into the box now, Bernie Gund. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
And now he's hitting left-handed where he's a lot more comfortable over his career. He tends to make better contact from the left side, so I think he's happy to be over there.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. McCutchen on the move. He can't get there as it falls in. And they will hold that runner over at third as he'll move up only 90 feet, but the bases are loaded with 1 away.
Yeah, and about the only drawback you have to having so many strikeouts is that it really runs that pitch count up. And you can see on the graphic right here that total's starting to get up there now, so he may be getting just a little bit tired.
Number 6 will dig in now, and he'll do so representing the tying run.
Yeah, and you're not too worried about this guy jumping the yard on you here and tying the ball game. But if he does find a way to get on base, things get a whole lot more interesting.
0-1, here's the pitch. Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball.
Kind of interesting to see how he's going to respond to this situation that he's worked himself into.
Yeah, he hasn't found himself in too many tough spots, but he's got one now.
hit hard to short. And a backhanded try into the hole that's short, but this gets on by. 1 run scores. And not in time as the second run scores. Angel Pagan will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 16, Angel Pagan.
And some action now in the Pirates bullpen. They've got a lefty and a right-hander up to throw. Now here's Clint Hurdle out of the Pittsburgh dugout on his way to the mound. And it appears that we've seen the last here in this one of Garrett Cole. So he'll leave with the lead. Can't lose this one, but he is responsible for the 2 runners out there, so he could get a no decision if they were to come around and score. Archimedes Caminero will come on and pitch here with 1 gone in the top of the 7th.
Archimedes Caminero.
And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Surprised that there's no pinch hitter here?
Shocked is more the word for me. You're losing, but you're letting a reliever hit? I just don't get it.
And this is popped high in the air back behind short. Mercer onto the grass, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
So here's that swing again. This is in show motion, and you'll see that that's a few inches above the thumbs. He'll be feeling that one all night long.
Here's the center fielder, Denard Span. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1.
And that fastball of his definitely catches your attention. I mean, especially when it's on the inner half.
Fastball at 96 on the radar gun, and it's 1-1. Swing and a miss on his splitter, and it's 1-2. Hit to short. Mercer has it. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 left. Stretch time coming up here in Pittsburgh. Pirates lead it 4-2. George Cantos will get the ball now as he'll take over on the mound to start the home 7th.
George Cantos.
Sean Jaso is up off the bench as he'll be asked to get something started in the home half of the 7th. Now some action out in the Giants bullpen as they'll have both a left-hander and a right-hander get loose. And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
He's had a high strike zone all night, so even if you're on the bench, you got to be aware of that.
Popped high in the air. Panic is there for it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
And this is right where they wanted this thing. You see it on show track there. They wanted to take him up around the letters hoping for the pop-up, and that's exactly what they got.
Josh Harrison stands in. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. Oh, and this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now.
Down 0-2 after 2 great sliders. He's got his work cut out for him now.
And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
He showed him that slider running away 2 times in a row. Well, now might be a good time to call on that two-seamer running in.
The 1-2 pitch. Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Harrison is retired, 2 down now.
Boy, that's a really nice play there behind the plate. He doesn't panic. He takes his time and makes the good throw on to first. So score that a strikeout with a 2-3 put out for good measure.
Here's Gregory Polanco as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. Seventh inning here at the ballpark. 4-2 our score. Slider taken here. 1 ball, 1 strike.
And that's the right spot for that slider. Really try hard to tie him up inside. And that's a good job to lay off, too.
Smoked on the ground up the middle. That's through a base hit, and he's got his 3rd hit of the game.
Yeah, he's swinging a pretty hot bat here. 3 for 4 now after the base hit. And that wasn't a little bleeder. That ball was smoked.
Here's Andrew McCutchen now as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does 2 things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal it all.
And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2. Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. Now the 0-2 pitch. And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2. A runner on first with 2 away. And the cutter got him swinging. Strike 3, and the side is retired. Pirates leave 1, but they still lead this one 4-2. Tony Watson will come on now to make his 30th appearance of the year so far.
Tony Watson.
Hunter Pence will stand in to lead things off as the top of this batting order really hasn't been much of a factor so far.
Yeah, and between the top 3 guys in this lineup, no hits between them. And you got to figure you're not going to win too many games when that's the case.
And it's quickly 0-2. A pause and the 0-2. And he is down on strikes again. So get your hats out. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game. With that, we'll give you a look at our starter comparison for the 2 starting pitchers in the game. And the column to look at is the one on the right side of your screen. Not too many hits to go around at this point in the ballgame. Buster Posey will stand in now, and he's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole. Hitless in his 3 at-bats so far.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely one of the better hitters in this lineup, and that's why he's in the middle of the order. He just hasn't been able to get it going today. It happens.
In there for strike 1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Getting late, 4-2 our score as we play the 8th inning. That nibbled the corner there, but missed 2-1. Grounded back up the middle. And that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a one-out hit.
Boy, you talk about a ball having eyes. First off, he's fortunate to get this one by the pitcher. It's not hit especially hard, but you'll see it get past second base where neither middle infielder can track it down. And it'll make its way into center field.
Brandon Belt will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
Ball one. Chop foul right at home plate at strike one. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. Runners on first with one down. To 2-2 now.
Yeah, and that's the right time to let it all hang out. This might be the last chance he gets.
The 2-2 pitch. Chop foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Well, that's a pitch you really have to learn to take against a guy like this. But even if you make contact, you're just going to get something in on the label, so that's a great take.
Not quick enough that time, and he's lucky to get another chance. Count remains full. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. Smoke toward third. And he whiffs on it as this ball's right under his glove.
Well, he got that first out easy enough when he came on, but now it's back-to-back hits here with one away. So he's going to have to bear down now and make sure that this thing doesn't get any worse.
So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Joe Panik. But a single here could reduce the deficit to only 1. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Comes back with a good changeup there, and it's quickly 0-2. Tough spot here for a left-handed hitter, facing a guy that's exceptionally tough on lefties.
Yeah, you generally get so many at-bats against right-handed pitching. Now you're in a good RBI spot, and you're stuck facing a guy like this.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
Still now on 1-2, you don't have to make the perfect pitch out there. The count is still well in your favor on the mound.
Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch.
Oh, that's low.
And that misses 2-2.
And this is where he gets so tough. He's seen everything you've got, but you've still got to make one more good pitch to get him out.
8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Fights off another pitch and hits it foul right at the plate. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full. 3-2. How about this for an at-bat?
Best we've seen tonight, no question.
Pulled toward right center field. Polanco is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down.
Third baseman, number 5, Matt
Matt Duffy steps in for a big at-bat in this one. 2 on, 2 away here in the 8th.
Yeah, this is a huge moment in this ball game, Matt. I mean, you might be looking at this at-bat when it's all over as one of the turning points in this game.
2 men are on with 2 men out. And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes.
Well, no taking now. He's going to have to swing the bat.
The 0-2 home. Chopped foul right at home plate. Drilled right back up the middle. Mercer to his left. He's there. And an underhanded throw is in time for out number 3. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. It's the Pirates 4 and the Giants 2. Starling Marte will stand in. He flew out his last time up.
And that's just not really his game. Anytime he keeps it on the ground, he's got a pretty good chance of beating out a hit.
Starts him out with a slider for a strike. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Hit sharply toward the right side. And that's a base hit, so a chance for some important insurance here to kick off the bottom of the 8th.
Well, they just kept going away, and then finally he just said, I might as well hit it to the opposite field. So that's a great approach right there, and it nets him a base hit.
So here's Joe Mauer as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. Nobody out, runner on first. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Yeah, he came with a little bit of a different look that time. This pitch is also in there knee high, and now they've got him behind in the count, 0-2.
Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
Yeah, you got to be careful there after that leadoff single. You don't want to hit a guy here and really let him get something started.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. To short, hit hard. He's got it. One there. On to first, and they turn the double play.
Up next for the Pirates, third baseman, David Freese.
David Freese ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
Drilled on the ground to short. Fielded cleanly. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Bucks go down quietly as they can't add to their 4-2 lead. Welcome back to Major League Baseball on the show from Pittsburgh, PA. 9th inning about to start in this one. Kicking off the top of the 9th, Bernie Gund, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least one back here in this inning.
Number 30,
So a save opportunity now here in the 9th, and on to try to wrap this one up is a guy who's made it back from some serious arm troubles the past few years, the closer, Neftali Feliz. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. And he took something off of it there. It's 1-2. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Well, one thing you learn real quick as a rookie, you don't get any easy at-bats at this level. You got to be thinking up there every single pitch because guys up here, they'll tear you apart if you don't.
Stepping in now, number 6. Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Feliz is ready, looking for the strikeout here on 0-2. Hot shot down the line. One out, nobody on. Struck him out as his woes continue as that's his 3rd strikeout of the game.
Well, you get a good sense of his value to this ball club watching this. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts, and now they're an out away from wrapping this thing up.
Gregor Blanco will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 7, Gregor Blanco.
Tap fouled at home plate. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Crowd on its feet. Here's Feliz to the plate. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. And this ball's in the air to left field, and this should do it. And he's going to put this one away, and the Pirates have run their winning streak to 5 in a row now as this ball game is over.
Well, there's another good win for these guys. That pushes their streak up to 5 in a row now, and it's been a total team effort. Good pitching, good hitting, good defense. They're doing it all right now.
Before we take our leave, time for a look at our final line score here in what turned out to be a close 2-run victory. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, I thought he really pitched well. He ran into a few problems here and there along the way, but aside from that, he was definitely a difference maker out there.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Pirates win it 4-2. Good night from Pittsburgh.
Here now is our final line score tonight for the victorious Pirates. 4 runs on 10 hits.